Yeah. Oh my god! New chapter of One Piece was absolute hype. I loved it from beginning to end. It was a masterpiece. Oda delivered again. Oda cooked us a nice meal. When King of Lightning said that Oda should become the president of Japan, I 100% agree. This chapter was amazing. So I'm gonna talk about this chapter briefly and then we are going to play Genshin Impact. I'm gonna do a few pulls, I'm gonna do a few daily quests. It's gonna be fun, guys. So let me briefly talk about how amazing this new chapter was. And funny thing is that every chapter is amazing. I love all the chapters, they are perfect. So this chapter starts off with the Gorosei arriving in Egghead, and they all look badass. They all have cool, awakened zone type, mythical zone type devil fruits. When I first saw the Gorosei members standing there, I started drooling from my mouth. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. They look so badass. And Luffy facing off against them, saying, "There are now 5 monsters here? Wow!" So we also had Zoro fighting against Lucci. Zoro showed us a new attack, and he took out Lucci in one slash! One slash! That's what Lucci gets for going against Monkey D. Sun God Nikas, Captain. And then we had Luffy face off against the Gorosei members. And he got saved by the giants Dorry and Brogy. Dorry and Brogy having a reunion with Luffy. It made me cry. I'm not even joking. I teared up a little bit. I mean, this chapter was fucking amazing. I loved every moment of it. Anyways, I'm gonna go play Genshin now. Oda delivered once again. Oda cooked us a nice meal, and this meal was it was delicious. So yeah, I'm done talking about this chapter for today. I'm gonna play Genshin now. It's been a few weeks since I last played Genshin. A new character came out, and this character is perfect for my main. I'm gonna do a pull and let's see what we get. We get trash! Absolute trash. Well, maybe we are going to get something better now. Well, hopefully it's gonna be. Oh no, it's more trash. Because why not? So I can't do any more pulls. Oh wait, I can. I can do 18 more pulls. So I get trash again. That's nice. Well, guess I don't have much luck in this game anymore. I used to be real lucky, but now it's like, you see it for yourself. It's pretty shameful, but the game is still fun, so I'm not gonna quit. I can still do the Wanderlust invocation pulls. Oh shit! I got a gene! I'm pretty sure this is C6 gene. Hey, that's pretty nice. I don't even care about the other pulls. So, have the One Piece fanboys left already? Have they left already? Well, if they have left, I can now start the true rant! One Piece chapter 1110. What I really think about it. First of all, I went outside today and I stepped on dog shit. That was the second worst part of my day. The absolute worst part of my day was reading One Piece chapter 1110. This chapter starts off with Gorosei members teleporting from one side of the world to Egghead. Now it's confirmed that all the Gorosei members can literally teleport anywhere. I have a question. These guys said that Nika is the greatest threat to the world government. And they knew about Luffy because Luffy literally attacked the world government during Enies lobby. Why didn't any of the Gorosei members teleport behind Luffy and snap his neck? Why didn't they ever do that? Well, maybe they forgot that they can teleport. Anyways, Luffy starts fighting against two of the Gorosei members, the Snake Guy and Saturn. One of the Gorosei members flies away to attack a bunch of random pacifistas. Why? Because the pacifistas turned against the world government. They turned against the Marines because for some reason, the Gorosei decided that let's send pacifistas after Vegapunk. So they were very stupid and now they have to clean up their own mess because they are not the smartest characters. The first time the Gorosei was introduced, I was like, these guys seem smart. They are going to be a real threat in the future. But no, they are not smart. They are one of the most stupid characters in anything I have ever seen. Oda wants us to take these villains seriously, even though they make stupid decisions all the time. The Gorosei members are the most incompetent group of villains I have ever seen. They said that Luffy was the number one threat to the world government because of Nika, but not once did they ever go after Nika. They have the ability to teleport, but not once did they ever teleport behind Luffy and kill the guy. They never sent admirals after Luffy. They never even sent a fleet after Luffy. Only time anyone was sent after the number one threat to the world government was CP0 agents. Weak CP0 agents, like the masked agents were hilariously weak. They wanted to go after Vegapunk by sending CP0 after Vegapunk, and one of the CP0 members was literally created by Vegapunk. And as we all know, the creation of Vegapunk betrayed the CP0. No shock there. Then Saturn decided to go after Vegapunk with a massive fleet, and they brought pacifistas with them. The same pacifistas that were created by Vegapunk. Now, the moment I saw pacifistas on Egghead, I made a video saying that these pacifistas are going to turn against the world government. And that's exactly what happened. You see, I can call out this nonsense way before it actually happens in the story. I've predicted a lot of things correctly. Then, when Luffy was unconscious, barely able to move, and then he slowly started recovering, trying to eat scraps of food, Luffy was literally like 2 feet behind the Gorosei member. Hey you! A bunch of nameless marines go stop Luffy for me, okay? Worked out great for them. Another thing that's kind of weird is that when Saturn first transformed, he killed a marine because the marine saw his transformation. But now, like hundreds of marines have seen his transformation and he stopped caring about it. I'm not even joking, go back. Go back to the chapter where he transforms for the first time. He literally kills the marine because the marine notices the transformation. Oda completely forgot about the fact that Saturn tried to kill his own men because they were shocked at how he looked like. And now the Marines no longer even care. They completely forgot that them seeing Saturn in such a form was shocking for them. Can the One Piece fanboys that love arguing with me defend this? Can you defend this? Variety Arc and Dmies and all you guys that constantly show up in my comments to argue with me. Go ahead, go in the comments, defend this, explain how this makes any sense. Saturn killed Marines because the Marines saw his true transformation. We go to Kuma's flashback, we come back, Saturn no longer kills Marines. The Marines don't even care that Saturn has this weird transformation. I'll be waiting for your comments Tmise, Variety, all you guys. Oh yeah, they still keep using the Seraphim, even though every other creation of Vegapunk has turned against them. Like I said, the Gorosei, not the smartest characters in One Piece. Another thing I don't understand is it's clear that Gorosei members are stronger than the admirals. So why do Yonkos exist? If all the five Gorosei members are this powerful, how is it possible that something like the Yonkos are a thing, okay? They exist in the story. So, one of the Gorosei members attacks Luffy, and Saturn also attacks Luffy. So, Luffy, instead of taking both of them and turning them into pancakes, molding them, and I don't know, playing with them like he did with Kizaru and Saturn, in the last chapter, now Luffy is unable to fight against Saturn and the worm Gorosei member. Luffy actually gets eaten by one of the Gorosei members and he gets saved by Dorry and Brogy. So Dorry and Brogy are fighting against a character that is stronger than an admiral, stronger than Kizaru at least, and they actually managed to cut the Gorosei member in half. This is the same Dorry and Brogy that were defeated by Mr. Tree, right? I mean, Mr. Tree almost killed one of the giants, and he used his wax abilities to pretty much take the second giant as a hostage. Mr. Tree overpowered Dorry and Brogy pre-time skip, but now Dorry and Brogy can handle a Gorosei member. And this arc clearly showed us that Gorosei members are one of the strongest characters in One Piece. So yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Also, Luffy right now was struggling against two Gorosei members, but the last chapter he easily overpowered Saturn and Kizaru. And 15 chapters before that, Kizaru overpowered Luffy to the point that Luffy was unable to move. He was unconscious for 5 chapters, crawling on the floor, eating scraps of food to recover. And 15 chapters before that, Luffy fought against Lucci. He was unable to defeat Lucci. Lucci literally got back up after fighting against Gear 5 the next chapter, and Lucci had no injuries. But in this chapter, Zoro fights against Lucci, takes Lucci out in one slash. Because Zoro, he just used a new ability that he never had and took out Lucci. Because the power system, the power levels, whatever you want to call it, it's absolutely meaningless. One Piece is the worst anime when it comes to power levels or power systems. One Piece is the only anime where nothing makes any sense when it comes to the power systems. Characters are pulling abilities from, I don't know, from their ass, apparently. So yeah, Zoro took out Lucci in one slash, the same Lucci that Luffy was not able to take out in an entire chapter. The One Piece fanboys are very angry at me, as you can see from the comments. But literally all I do is read the story with my eyes. I use my eyes to read the story, I use my brain to look at, this doesn't make any sense. Zoro can take out Lucci in one slash, but Luffy is unable to take out Lucci in an entire chapter. The fanboys said that Luffy was just playing with Lucci. It was never a serious battle. But when Luffy lost against Kizaru, he was unable to defeat Kizaru. The same fanboys tell me, well, you see, Luffy was tired from fighting with Lucci. That's why he was unable to take out Kizaru and he passed out. Uh, okay. So, anyways, let's go through it once again. In this chapter, Luffy is unable to defeat two Gorosei members. In the last chapter, Luffy took one of the Gorosei members and an admiral and turned them into pancakes or pizza. Pretty much molded them the way he wanted. 15 chapters before that, Luffy was unable to defeat Kizaru. 15 chapters before that, Luffy was unable to defeat Lucci. And 30 chapters before that, Luffy easily defeated the strongest character in One Piece. Luffy turned the strongest creature among all living things into a complete joke. And this shit makes sense to people. This is the most inconsistent, I don't know, inconsistent shit I have ever seen in any manga. I have never seen such nonsense ever. And that's a fact. How can Luffy be one of the strongest characters in One Piece in one chapter and in the next chapter be a lot weaker? Make this make sense. The last topic I want to talk about are awakenings. Doflamingo said during Dressrosa that awakenings are going to be the rarest abilities in One Piece. Very few characters will ever develop an awakening ability. And before Dressrosa, we never had any awakened devil fruit users. And no, those stupid animals from Impel Town, they don't count because they didn't have cool black flames around their bodies and they were very weak. So the awakening abilities were supposed to be extremely rare, but now it turns out that during this arc we had 7 awakened devil fruit users, all of them zone types revealed. So yeah, it seems that awakening abilities are going to be another ability that's going to be very overused in the story.